Hey Oilers fans, welcome in to this game's pregame show. We'll be playing the Kansas City Mavericks tonight at Cable Dahmer Arena. It'll be the first time we see the Mavericks this season. We're going to break down everything you need to know about tonight's game. Luke, looking at this Kansas City Mavericks team, they're a team that maybe has more returning players than maybe anybody in the ECHL, certainly so in the Mountain Division out of the teams that played last year. If you look at their defensive core, every single one of those guys has played for the Mavericks at one point or another. You know, Theo Calvis didn't play a ton of games for them. We're familiar with him when he was playing with the Oilers, but you take a look, I mean, it's a lot of consistency to have. It could be a bit of an advantage for them coming in.
Right, you think about the way the ECHL is structured, not a lot of preseason time necessarily as far as game action goes, even right into the regular season. A lot of teams are figuring out their D pairs, right? It adds a little bit of an element of comfort to be able to maybe put your D pairs together early on. You know, they've got a lot of returning forwards. This was a team last year, especially since they do have a lot of returners, that was streaky, right? You catch them at the wrong time, you could be in trouble. You catch them at the right time, you know, on the schedule, it could be a different story.
Right.
We saw opening night for them, it was a struggle defensively as well as in net. Iowa, it's tough. You know, it's their home opener. It's the franchise opener. They're going to have a lot of energy. That's a tough place to play for them for sure. They responded with a 5-3 win after that. You still have not enough information on the paper to really know yet, but it's a new challenge for sure.
And, you know, Brody Reed is not returning. He is absolutely tearing it up in the British League right now, which is probably no surprise to anybody that's followed his long career. But they do have some good players returning, and two that kind of jump off the page to me, very different roles for the team. Derek Angeli, another former Oiler, a guy with AHL experience. I mean, he's scored a hat trick against the Oilers in the past. And then Laurent Ouellette, you know, he makes the game tough on everybody every night. He's the kind of guy that is going to put forth 100% effort and is going to make it difficult on the forecheck, and he's going to make you think twice before going into the corners because, I mean, he can hit you like a train.
Yeah, Ouellette was kind of that thorn in everybody's side last year, right? He's able to make an impact from beginning to the end of the period, right? He plays the same style of game. You know what you're getting against him, but it still makes the impact, right? They were a physical team at times, and he was really leading the charge in that. I think that's something as far as a matchup goes against Kansas City, you've got to be able to control. I've liked the way that this team, as far as the Oilers go this year, have been physical. It has been a very physical team here so far, trying to finish their checks. That's how you respond blow for blow here, but don't want to let Ouellette get to his game.
Absolutely, and you take a look at things. We mentioned a few guys that played for the Oilers in the past, but the Oilers have a few guys that played for Kansas City. Goaltender Mason McDonald, when he was on a contract with the Calgary Flames, he was a second-round pick, and then Jordan Ernst was on a Stockton Heat contract for a while, and he was the guy that opened up the scoring on the game against Rapid City on the win on Saturday.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look a little bit into how this past weekend went for the Oilers. For those that didn't catch up, a 1-1 start for this Tulsa group in the offense. It's come from different ways, but it's come from a few key guys. Jordan Ernst, let's go ahead and look into his first goal in an Oilers sweater, as we'll start off on the game on Saturday. Jordan Ernst, gotta love him getting his first goal. This puck will get swung up to the top. Jordan Ernst is going to be the guy in front of the net here. He's the net front presence that we saw in this opening goal on Saturday against Rapid City. As this puck just gets past his stick, what does he do? He allows that puck to continue to go up the wall. He knows his teammate's going to be able to receive, gets back in front of the net as Legron's shot comes from a rough angle, and Ernst is able to put it home for his first goal of the game. Gotta love the net front presence from him, staying in the right spot and finding a way to put the puck in the back of the net. But it was a tough weekend all around against Rapid City, right, Zach? It was a 1-1 tie after that as they were able to respond. The rush were, but this is a goal I like a lot as this puck is all the way down. The hustle to wave off the icing here. Here's the slap shot pass from Alex Gilmore, who has been fantastic in an Oilers sweater so far. Not a lot of space to get that puck through, right? But Sadoway is backdoor to slam it home for his first goal. And what would have been a 2-goal night for him and a 3-point night altogether for Sadoway. Gotta love that. Alex Crom, one of our returners, right? This is a play from Friday night on his off wing. He creates a beautiful assist pass here to Doremus. He's been creating plays all over the ice. Go ahead and put him on his on wing here. He's going to be able to make a play again. This puck's coming up the wall, a minute left in the hockey game. Sadoway is the man backdoor. His shot lane really is starting to get cut off at this moment. You got to get creative here. Not something we see from Crom a lot, but the spinorama, he finds a way to get it to the back door. This team battled all night long, and it was certainly Sadoway's night for sure. Crom, he's a playmaker right now, and Sadoway, he's a finisher right now. And that is going to be what these Oilers really have to rely on here against Kansas City tonight. I know there's been a few days since they played since Saturday, but maybe these two guys can link up again for a few goals here so far in the season. Sadaway, gotta love the way he's playing hockey. He's paying dividends already. It'll be interesting to see what the goaltender matchup looks like against Kansas City tonight as well, as their goaltending tandem is trying to respond from a couple of rough games.
Absolutely, and it'll be interesting to see who starts tonight for the Oilers in net. Both goalies got a game in, both played very well. Daniel Manella came away with the win. As we mentioned earlier, Mason McDonald playing against the Kansas City Mavericks, his former team. So potentially could see him make a return to Cable Dahmer Arena. But we talked to Murr on Media Day. He's really happy with both of his goaltenders. He feels like he can throw any of them in at any time. I personally feel like I've seen Daniel Manella grow after taking last season off, as his college didn't play. From training camp to now, it's a whole different world for him. He's been fantastic. And then just talking to the guys at Media Day again, the opening weekend, it was on the road, and they felt like they really bonded. They enjoyed starting the season on the road. We've heard Murr talk about that as well, just because the pressure's really not on you for the home opener. Your home opener is your big pressure. So if you can get a few games in before you go there, get the gel a little bit, especially with a new team and a ton of rookies. Your first pro road trip, it seems like everybody's kind of on the same page now, and it showed on Saturday night with some serious late game heroics.
Yeah, it did. Some resilience was shown, and that builds some confidence in a locker room, right? I 100% agree with Murr in the regards that get on the road early in the season. I think it helps out a lot, gives you some energy. I love the fact that Coach Murr was able to get both goalies in this weekend, right? We see that more and more often now, where both goaltenders in the system, if not three in the system, will get work early in the season to get each goalie engaged, and really who's going to battle for that net at the end of the day just as well. So I love it. Kansas City's a new challenge, but it's a division game. No matter how early in the season it is, it's an important one here tonight, and they've got to find a way.
Let's hope this game is as exciting as Saturday night's was in Rapid City. As we mentioned, 7:05 puck drop against the Kansas City Mavericks at Cable Dahmer Arena tonight, October the 27th. We'll see you on Flow Sports and on Mixler.